Let's start out standing with the feet hip-width distance apart. Ooh. And just allow your breath to come into your practice here on the mat. Feeling the feet grounded, super grounded. All right, so we know we need some inner warmth today, especially. So let's start to find it. Let's find that light and warmth right at the center here. Yep. And then start inhaling into that space. Brighten it up. Exhale, just let it soften. Inhale, brighten. Exhale, soften. Notice the warmth that's attached to that brightness and start to let it flow throughout the whole body as you inhale. And soften as you exhale. And one more nice deep, deep inhale. And exhale. All right. So as we prepare for the day, we want to get rid of any staleness and anything that we don't want to carry into this beautiful day. So let's inhale up through center, palms up, inhale energy, and then when you get to the top, arms long, turn your palms out, and exhale your hands down by your side. Inhale up through center. Think about what you want to bring into your day. And as you turn your palms out, think about your arms as windshield wipers, just cleansing away anything that does not belong in your time right now. And do that 2 more times with your own thoughts and imagery. When you're done, just allow your breath to return to its normal pace, natural pace. Okay, and let's do our spinal series here. So go ahead and knees and hips soft. Exhale, just take a gentle round forward. And this time, as you inhale, we're going to inhale the arms up and back. We want to really feed that brightness, open the heart, and bring the hands back down to the thighs. So it's a nice gentle round and nice open inhale with heart opening. Just be careful with the neck. There's a tendency to want to crunch the head all the way back. Just keep the neck in good integrity here. And the next time your hands come to your thighs, just stay there and roll on up. All right, so we're going to wake up the body with, this will be our twisting for this series, side to side tapping. And notice that as you tap, you're getting to some organs, you're waking them up, the kidneys, the adrenals, things are happening here. Tapping gentle side to side. Keeping your hands close to the body now, let your hands come up towards your shoulders. Make a gentle fist and try and get to that space kind of right where the shoulder and the arm meet. And that's an immunity center. So we're gently waking up our immune system here as well. And now just let your arms go, woo, and just continue your twisting as the arms come all the way up. And then think about once again, clearing as your arms come down. You're just whoosh, pushing away anything that does not belong in your space this morning, right now, this day. And gently let your arms come back to that gentle tapping. And then come back to center. Feel your energy now. Okay. And we're going to make some crescents side to side in honor of the waning moon. It's been so beautiful. You can really see it on these clear nights. So go ahead and interlace your fingers and then turn your palms up. Relax the shoulders, ground through the feet. Inhale, reach the these are your ribs, away from your hips and tilt, to the right. And inhale, the fingers are still interlaced, press up, and inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, reach, reach, reach up, and as you exhale, keeping the shoulders nice and stacked. Now just go ahead and look at your left arm. Inhale up, and exhale to the left and look at your right arm. So gentle movement with the head. Inhale, exhale, look. Inhale, exhale, look. And then come back to center. Let the hands come apart, arms are hip width distance, and let the knees and hips be soft as you slowly round, fold down. And then the hips and knees start to straighten as you reach up, thinking about ribs coming away from the hips. Lengthen through those sides, and then come on back down again. Knees and hips soft. Reach, reach, reach up. And this time when we come down, we're going to stay here. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow. Let the head hang. And just find some movement for the morning, right? Just check in as you go into this ragdoll. What parts of the body maybe want a little more focus from you? Each of our movements, keep going, tends to target, one or a few body parts, but the other parts are still there. So see what parts are calling to you this morning to keep mindful of. And then come back to center and just hang here. Take one more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, just release into this fold. Bring your hands to your legs. Tuck your chin and slowly roll up. And when you get here, just roll your shoulders back and forward. Okay, we're going to give the neck a little attention right now. So go ahead and turn your head to the right and come center, and then to the left and come center. Turn your head to the right and draw your chin a little closer to your shoulder. Bring everything up to center. Turn to the left, draw your chin a little closer to your shoulder, and come up towards center. All right, so we're going to tuck the chin, roll right, bring it down, roll left. So we're making half circles here. And after your next roll left, you'll be even. So as the chin tucks, now start to come to a really strong mountain pose stance. Arms are forward. Let's refine that light, brightness, and warmth. See what it's doing. Inhale and exhale here. All right. And let's soften up and come to the top of the mat. Okay, mountain pose at the top of your mat now. Float the arms up. Inhale, exhale. Soft knees and hips still. We want the hands to come to the mat because we're stepping back into downward facing dog. Take as much time as you need getting into down dog. Okay, broaden through the shoulder blades here. And then go ahead and pedal the feet. One foot and then the other. One heel down and hold. And switch sides, other heel down and hold. And then both heels down and hold. Now when you bring your knees down, just focus, try and get them to the mat at the same time. Nice and slow. Nice, and sit off to the side. Good. Bring your legs forward. Come into seated mountain pose, equally grounded on the sit bones here. Feeling the energy tapping in to how things are going for you right now. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we want to open the hips, and let's do that since it's so super cold. Let's do water wheel this morning. So go ahead and bend your knees, bring your feet hip width distance, and roll down. Really getting into those hips with this water wheel. The left foot is on the mat, familiar to all of you. Knee in, right knee in, point up, flex your foot, and bring it down. Think about that hip. Right knee in, point up, flex down. 2 more times like this. Nice and smooth, and a little bit slower. In, point up, flex down. There's only muscle engagement. There's no momentum. Bring your right knee in, flex your right foot. Now, as you extend your right leg, think about keeping that heel just 3 or 4 inches off the mat. Point up, knee in, flex out. That heel is close to the mat. Now, as you point up, you're using your muscles to bring the leg in. Knee in. 2 more times on the right. Flex out. Point up. Knee in. Flex out. Point up. Knee in and hold. Now take your right hand to your right shin and just let the right leg open to the side and come back to center. So a lot of range of motion here for the hip. Bring that right foot down. Same thing on the left. Left knee in. Mindfully pointing up with the left leg. Flex the foot. Bring it down. Heel is just off the mat. Left knee in. Point up. Flex down. You might begin to notice energy coming into the hip as you continue, and just tension, any kind of stuck energy just flowing out of the hip. And one more time. And the left knee stays in. Flex your left foot. Once again, thinking about that heel is just off the mat, using the muscles to bring the left leg up, knee in. Take it out. So point up, knee in. Super mindful water wheels this morning. Take it out, up and in. And one more time, take it out, up and in. Hug that left knee in. Hold on to the shin, or maybe the hamstring if that's more comfortable for you. And just let that left leg open and close. Super. Okay, bring the feet down, both feet to the mat. And let's do some double leg water wheels. Sit on your hands. Okay? Now you know when your both legs are long and you start to bring them up and down, it can do things to your spine. If that happens, come back to single leg. So let's try double leg all together this morning one time. Both knees in, point up, flex your feet, bring it down. Oh, there it is. Both knees in. Let's reverse. Flex the feet, take it out, and bring it up. Okay, bring your knees in and rock side to side. So now you decide, do you want to do 4 each way with double legs or 2 and 2? Okay? All right, so let's go. Knee or knees in, point up, flex down. We're going to do this 4 times. Knees in, point up, still mindful, still slow, flex down. Knees in, point up, flex down, super. One more. Knees in, point up, flex down. Oh, knees in. All right, all we have to do now is reverse them 4 times. Flex, heels close to the mat, point up, knees in. Flex out, mindfully raise the legs. Knees in, 2 more, out, up, in, and 1 more, out, up, in, and bend the knees and rock a little side to side. Inhale and exhale. Whew. All right, so the rest of the core we're going to do on hands and knees. Wiggle your feet at me if you're okay with being on hands and knees for a few extra minutes while we do core. Yay, okay. Nicole was like, I'm going to drop my feet because she said core. Let's come to hands and knees then. So from here, if you need to work on fists, you can. Pad your knees. Do whatever you need to be comfortable. Okay? And we're going to use the core a lot. Okay? So take your right leg back and tuck the toes. Let's just work that leg a little bit. Press back through the heel and give the foot a little massage. Rolling over the toes. Just press and roll for a moment. Bring the right knee down. Left foot back. Press and roll for a moment. Giving the left foot a little massage. A little something to do here. And bring the left knee down. Now we're going to take our right leg back again. Straight back with the toes tucked. Engage the core. If you're collapsing into your wrists, think about your core. Lengthen through the arms. Take your left arm straight ahead. Okay, keep your spine in neutral. Your gaze is sort of a little forward of your right hand. And then lift, tap down. In order for you to keep going, in order for your hips to stay square, your core has to participate, work, in other words. Lift, tap down. Lift, tap down. Lift and hold and think about your core. See what it's doing. There's that light and warmth that's right there. Your core is engaged. Now, when you bring your hand and knee back down, get them to the mat at the same time. Very mindfully, yes. Ready on the left. Left leg back. Right arm reaches forward. And lift. Once again, no momentum, all muscle. Lift, tap down. Lift, tap down. Lift, tap down. Think about what your core is doing as you lift, tap down. Lift, tap down. Lift and hold. Really see it. See everything working. See that warmth flowing through you. And then as you bring your hand and knee down, control. Your core really has to work to make that happen, doesn't it? Let's sit back on the knees for a moment, shake out the wrists, because we're going to be going side to side now. Okay, everybody still good on hands and knees? We're still okay?
Yes.
Okay, because remember, if this gets to be like uncomfortable for you, I can show you how to do it at a wall or standing. Wall, chair, other standing. All right, here we go. We're on hands and knees. We're going to start in the same way. Right leg back, left arm forward. Lifting. Now take right leg out to the right, left leg out to the left. Come center, tap down. Lift, out, center, tap down. Lift, out, center, tap down. Lift. This time we're going to take it out and hold. Think about the core, envision. Center. Now, hand and knee to the mat, same time. Woo, all right, one more side to go, right? Left leg, right arm. Lift, core is engaged. Out to the side, left leg to the left, right arm to the right. Center, tap down, keep everything long. Lift. Out. Center, tap down. Lift. Out. Center, tap down. One more. Lift. Take it out and hold. Center and hand and knee to the mat. Same time, child's pose. Woo. Remember, you want your forehead engaged, so whether that means make a pillow with your hands or your forehead just comes to the mat, the knees are wide, arms forward or back, whatever feels best to you right now. And then float your way to downward facing dog. Coming back up into dog. Feel as rested as you can in your dog, thinking about using the core to lift you up away from the floor. And then take a nice walking meditation, bringing your feet to your hands. Good. When you get here, look up, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay, as you find your mountain pose, find that light and warmth. Take a nice deep inhale and spread it all through your body. All right, let's come to the top of the mat. Feet hip width distance, mountain pose. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, when we swan dive, we're folding from the hip creases with a long spine. Okay, the legs are straight and we don't care if the hands touch the earth or the legs. Okay, it's your swan dive. Feel that nice release at the back of your legs. Then bring your hands to your thighs, knees and hips bend as you look up. Think about shining your light forward. And then exhale, bring your hands down. We're coming to plank, knee up plank or knee down plank. Okay. Nice strong plank here. And then chaturanga, elbows come head toward the back of you. Take it down. There are your triceps. Say good morning. Your hands are under your shoulders. Roll your shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Here we go, cobra. Now lift the hands. Hands free cobra. And release. All right. Find your way to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. You can go table to dog. You can gaze towards your mat. Leave your knees on the mat, press your arms halfway up, press the rest of the way up, and then come to down dog. How do you want to get here this morning? Okay, think about lifting through the core rather than sinking into the wrists here. Down dog. And remember, we did this on hands and knees, what we're about to do. You can always bring your knees down anytime. Take your right leg up. Let's see what the core does now as we just tap the leg down and up. Tap it down and up. So remember, we're controlling, we're using muscle, not momentum. Down and up. Now up and hold. And let's bring the right foot down. Inhale and exhale. And walk the feet to the hands. Taking a half lift, forward fold, and then strongly grounding down through the feet as you raise up, lift up, upward salute, arms long overhead, palms touch, and hands come to heart center. Here we go again. On the left, inhale, arms long. Exhale, swan dive, folding from the hip creases, spine long. Half lift, forward fold, and find your plank. Good, you guys are all in good position. I can see these planks. Nice, nice, nice. Core is engaged. And chaturanga down. Yes, beautiful. All right, lift up into that cobra and then lift your hands. Okay, we're going to extend the arms now from this hands-free cobra. Just extend your arms forward. Take your elbows back towards your waist and see if you can lift a little higher. And then bring your hands under your shoulders and come into your downward facing dog. Nice. Nice, beautiful. All right, left leg comes up, tapping down and up. Take it up and hold. And just bring your left foot down, come back to down dog. And walk your feet forward. Take a half lift, forward fold. And float the arms out and up, feeling the feet get even more grounded as you float the arms up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release your hands by your side. Okay. All right, so one of my personal training clients told me last night that we're expecting up to 20 inches of snow. Has anybody else heard this? No. Let's hope not, but let's make the legs nice and strong just in case we wind up marching through some snowbanks, okay? So, great leg strengthener, chair, and we're gonna do some fun stuff with the chair. Having fun with chair. Okay, so we set the hips back, tuck them under, right? And automatically, we're going to start to feel the toes and make sure they can wiggle, because when we're in chair, we want the weight behind us. We don't want to be here where the toes, are strong on the earth. The toes are light on the earth here. Okay, tuck your pelvis. Bring your arms to shoulder height. And then bring your arms up. There we go. All right. Now let's just lift here and clear out any stuck ideas you have about chair and balance, because we're going to be combining them. So here we go, back into chair. All right. We're going to start out with 2 feet on the mat. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Stand up. And release the arms. This time we're going to add, so take it to chair, pulse, 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 and lift your right heel. Bring the arms down. Take it back to chair, pulse, 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 lift the left heel as you bring the arms down. Chair, pulse, 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 lift both heels as you bring the arms down. All right, you can stay with heel or bring a knee, do a knee lift. So chair, pulse, 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 heel or right knee, right heel or right knee. Woo. Fix the gaze and bring it down. Chair, pulse, 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 left heel or left knee. And bring it down. Shoo. Chair, pulse, 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 both heels up. And bring it back to chair. Sit into your chair. Are your toes still light? Think about it. Lift up. And release the arms, shake it out. Whew. Inhale and exhale. Now let's just try that balance without the chair, okay, and see what happens. So the feet are hip width distance, gaze is nice and steady. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to take the arms overhead as you just lift that right knee. Arms overhead, right knee. And bring it down. Okay, arms overhead, left knee. And bring it down. You're ready for the grand finale. You know what it is, right? Arms overhead, both knees. Oh, well, maybe heels, right? Okay, inhale and exhale. Woo! And bring it down. Who finds that double heel very challenging to keep the feet from, wobbling in and out? Okay, let's take the legs wide, and we're going to do a triangle variation. Okay, so let's turn the right toes forward and the left toes in. We'll take the arms out, the legs are staying straight in triangle, and we reach forward and back. Reach forward and back. So we're warming up the side body. Reach forward and back. Now reach forward just to where you are and let that right hand drop to the leg. We're not trying to get it anywhere else but here. Take the left arm up. Your right elbow is going to have to bend because unlike when we do the long triangle, we're just keeping the elbow bent, and gaze towards your left fingertips here. Keep that right hand where it is and bring your left hand to meet the right. Remember, we're never pressing into a straight leg. The knee is not locked out. We're gentle on the leg. So we're in a form of pyramid, but we're higher instead of lower. We're up here. Just breathing. Think about that back leg being super grounded into the mat, and then take your left arm back up. The right hand is still where it was. Look towards your left fingertips, and then come on up. Okay, and bring hands to hips. Change the position of the feet. Left toes forward. Okay. So what we always want in triangle is to release the thought, I have to come low. I have to come low. We're keeping the shoulders stacked. So we're going to do that the same way on the left. Arms out. Reach and release. Reach. Just feel where the body wants to go this morning. Reach and release. Now reach and just let that left hand naturally drop. And as you bring your right arm up and the shoulders are stacked, your left elbow will need to bend. Gaze towards your right fingertips. And then following that right hand, bring the right hand to the left, right where it is, not pressing in. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the left hand where it is, just bring the right arm up, follow your fingertips, gaze towards the right hand, gaze up. And then lift. We're going to turn all 10 toes forward. Take the arms long overhead. Remember those hip creases? We're folding from the hip creases, reaching long with the spine. Long with the spine. You feel the backs of your legs. Your hips are over your ankles here. And then drop your hands. If they reach the mat, put them on the mat or your floor. They may be off the mat. If they don't, put them on your legs. Let your head hang and think about just traction for the spine and lengthening for the back of the legs. Just breathe. Maybe this comes a little deeper for you. Maybe it doesn't. Bring your hands to your hips and come halfway up. We're going to take the arms out to the side. You probably just felt your core participate in that movement. Now think about your core as you take your arms right by your ears. That took some core action. And think about your core Your feet ground down, your core participates as you bring yourself up to standing and bring your hands to your hips. All right, let's heel toe the feet together, shake out the legs. How are you guys doing? We good? All right. Okay, so let's see where we are. Let's come to the top of the mat. Feet hip width distance apart. Find your energy, right? Find that inner light, that warmth. How are things going or flowing through you? Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hip creases, swan dive, right? So we're not folding, bending through the spine. We're folding over the hip creases. The hands touch down either to the mat or your legs. Bring your hands to the thighs, hips back, look up. Shine that light forward. Exhale, hands down, and find your way to downward facing dog. You can step a couple of big steps back. You can take a bunch of tiny steps. Find yourself in dog, which remember, you can always turn this into a table if that suits you better at any time. Now, if you're in dog, bring your big toes together and knees to one side, hips to the other. In table, this would just be hips rocking side to side. And notice as you do that, you're getting length in the side body. All right, come back to center, and we're going to get both knees to the mat at the same time. So staying mindful, the knees touch. Sit off to the side. Yeah, and take your legs forward. Find seated mountain pose. Strong seated mountain pose. All right, let everything loosen up. We're going to do 2 soft forward folds. You know these, so at your own pace, let your arms float up and then just melt forward. So we checked in early in our practice with the body. We're going to check in again. And then go ahead and rolling the hands up, arms up. And one more time, just melt. We're not trying to reach our toes or any other thing. We're not efforting. We're just folding forward, spending a moment with ourselves, checking in. How's everything feeling? And then roll your hands up your legs. Bend your knees. And let's slowly, slowly, slowly roll down. Okay, when you get here, extend the arms and legs long, and then bring the knees in. You can hold on to your shins or your thighs and just rock side to side. All right, so go ahead and take your left leg down. Left foot's on the mat. We're going to treat ourselves to pigeon, right ankle across the left thigh. Bring your left leg in. Your right hand comes through the legs, holding on to your left leg. Think about that hip releasing. We did this early on, right? We did hip release. We're doing it again. Now check your left knee. Make sure your left knee is in line with your left shoulder and your right foot is flexed. Okay, so that in this case the left knee would have a tendency sometimes to gravitate toward the navel, which releases the stretch on your right hip. So since we're going for a stretch, we want to make sure the knee is in the right position. Now send your warmth and light. See that light just rolling around in your right hip. It's looking for any stuck spots that need to release. So gently massaging the right hip with your warmth and light. Take your left leg straight up and let's work that ankle. Point and flex. Think about what the ankles do for you all day. Circle one direction and the other. Bend your left knee. Release your leg, both feet to the mat. The knees gently open and close, little butterfly wings. We're taking the left ankle across the right thigh. That left foot is flexed. Right leg in, holding on. Okay. And starting to notice the sensation in the left hip. And double check, where's that right knee? We want it in line with the shoulder. Now sending your warmth and light to that left hip. Let it roll around in there. It's on a mission to find any tightness and to help it ease. And then take your right leg straight up. Point and flex the foot. Circle one direction and the other. And then go ahead and bend your knee, unwind, and let the legs gently open and close. Alright, so with the knees bent, just bring your hands down to your side, wiggle your fingers. Rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Hands down by your side, let the head gently move from right to left a few times. And then come back to center here. Inhale and exhale. And as you scan your body, making sure every part of it is happy and comfortable for final relaxation, decide if you want your legs long or knees bent. Find your final relaxation position for this morning. Inhale through the nose. Slowly and gently exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Slowly and gently exhale through the mouth. As you melt your body onto the earth, release and just be. So begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And as you inhale, extend the arms and legs. Exhale, draw your knees in. Find your way over to a side. And help yourself back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice. And we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.